Hey everybody, it's Brian.
Karen here.
Hey guys, thanks for joining us. We're going to talk about, actually this could be for a buyer or a seller. We're going to talk about getting a home inspection and what if the inspection calls out for repairs, what some of the options are. So we're going to be talking about that. But before we get into it, just want to let you know, if you're serious about buying or selling a home, give us a call. You might want us to help you to buy or sell, you may not. Either way, we're happy to give you some advice and point you in the right direction. Yeah, so you can go to showcasecall.com to get scheduled to talk with us. And again, if you're just joining us, what we're talking about is if you're buying a house or selling a house, that buyer is probably going to get a home inspection. Home inspection might call out for repairs. What are some options that you have if it does call out for repairs? And what would you say some of the concerns are people have if they're buying a house and the inspection calls out for, some repairs? What are the concerns or maybe some of the feelings that they're going through?
If there's safety, if they have anything to do with safety, because you got to recognize safety versus improvement. But one way to approach it is you can either ask to get the repairs done, ask for a credit or a price reduction.
Yeah, exactly, and we're going to dive into that a little bit deeper. We are actually standing here at a house of a buyer. We're getting ready to give them the keys to the house. It's their first house. It's a really exciting time, and we kind of went through some of this with them. If you're just joining us, if you're interested in buying or selling a home and you're serious about it, give us a call. We're happy to help you to buy or sell, but you may not want us to help you. Either way is fine. A lot of times we just kind of able to give you some good advice, point you in the right direction when we get on the call together. There's no pressure or obligation, and you can go to showcasecall.com to get scheduled. And what we're talking about, if you're just joining in with us, we're talking about if you're buying a house, you're probably going to get a home inspection. We definitely recommend one. When that inspection comes back, it might call out for some repairs. And basically, if you're a buyer, what kind of options do you have? So the inspection calls out for repairs, and what are your options? What can you do as the buyer? If you were representing the buyer, what would you be able to tell them that they could do?
Well, it depends on, so an inspection, the inspector comes in and he's gonna tell you, okay, check for this, if he sees some deterioration with the roof, he'll refer and say, hey, refer to a roof licensed roofer. Plumbing, the same thing. So he'll always kind of lead you to get an additional inspection to satisfy, whatever doubts as a buyer might have.
Okay.
So,
and as a buyer, you see that there's some things that are not exactly what you're expecting with the property. You can turn in a request for repairs. You can ask for the seller to fix those items. You can ask for a credit from the seller, or you can ask for the seller to reduce the price. Those are some things that, as a buyer, you can do. Now, as the seller, you get that request for repairs or price reduction or credit. You've got options too as a seller. As a seller, you don't even have to respond.
True.
So you don't have to respond. Or you can come back and you can say yes to some of the things or no to some of the things. And that's just something that you can do as a seller. The buyer might be asking for $10,000 price reduction, and you might agree to a $5,000 price reduction. So those are some of the options that you've got. Now, if you are the buyer of the house and you're buying, you've made an offer on this house, it's gotten accepted, now you're in escrow, you get your inspection done, and the inspection shows that there's some repairs that need to be done. Just keep in mind, if you don't get the concessions that you want from the seller and you decide to cancel and go look for another property, just keep in mind, if you're looking for another property that's kind of in that same neighborhood or same area, pretty much the same age and the same price point, it's possible you're going to run into kind of some of the same issues. Wouldn't you say that's true?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's very true. I mean, it's happened, where, you get to, or you're in escrow with two different properties that are very similar, alike, and, different buyers, of course. but you can tell that it's like, this is the same request for repair, you know, same repairs that I'm gonna ask at the other property. So
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. So guys, that's a little bit about home inspections. If we can help out in any way, give us a call. You might want us to help you to buy or sell. You may not. Either way is cool. We're just happy to talk with you, give you some advice, point you in the right direction. And to do that, you can go to showcasecall.com and get scheduled with us. All right. I hope you found this helpful, and we'll see you guys next time. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.